Good morning and welcome back to Midweek Encouragement. I brought something with me, just a paper napkin. I pick these up at McDonald's when I go for coffee. A lot of times the guys have left a stack, and I put them in my car because you never know when you might need a napkin. And my kids would tell you if dad wrote it down on a napkin, it's probably something important. I've written entire messages on napkins, and sometimes my kids will ask me to do something like maybe they forgot something at home and they need it at school. So I write a little note on a napkin that says, Daddy loves you. And I give it to them. But napkins can be kind of important. But napkins also tell about you and about me. There is a thing called the restaurant theory. And the restaurant theory basically states that how you leave the table says a lot about you. There are people that go into a restaurant, they order their food, they eat their meal, and when they're done, they just walk away from the table. Napkins thrown on the table, on the floor, food on the floor, a big mess for somebody to come and clean up. But then there's these other people, something that I do. My wife and I, we stack our plates neatly. We put silverware in the cup. We try to leave it so that when the bus person comes by, boom, they're done. They don't have to do a lot of work. So the restaurant theory is saying how you leave the table says what you think of the person that's coming behind you. You see, how you leave the table is another form of paying it forward. Maybe you've been in the drive-through line and the person in front of you, you find out when you go to pay, has paid for your food. That's paying it forward. But there's this other form, and it's kindness, just like paying it forward by leaving the table easier for the person behind you that's going to clean up after you. And it's going to be reflected. Wait staff is going to want to wait on you next time you come in because you've paid it forward. And Jesus said these words in Matthew 7:12. Do to others as you would have them do to you. In other words, let's show kindness. Because the kindness that we show to others says a lot about the kindness we've received in our life. You've heard me talk about shopping carts. I push shopping carts in because I'm showing kindness. I'm helping somebody along the way. It protects my car. It protects other people's car. And when I see the cart pushers, those people that are out in the parking lot getting all of the carts to take them in, I often stop and tell them, thank you, because you are doing a very important job of protecting my car. Kindness. But napkins. One more thing about napkins. Do you realize that when Jesus died and they came into the tomb and found that it was empty, they found the grave clothes folded? It wasn't Jesus making his bed. He was communicating something important because in many cultures, how you leave the napkin on the table says what you thought about the meal. A folded napkin says, I will be back. So Jesus, when he folded the grave clothes, he's saying, I will be back. But a wadded up napkin, the wadded thrown on the table, thrown on the floor says, I really don't care. And I probably won't be back. What does your life reflect? What are you saying by your actions? Are you kind or unkind? Are you pretty much self-centered or do you think of others? You see, Jesus was always other-focused. He always was looking out beyond himself. That's why he always had time to love. And as I often say, and what I've learned is, love doesn't stop and ask permission, love does. So where could you today show kindness and love to someone else? Where can you pay it forward, but it not even cost you a penny? Oh, wait a minute. It's going to have to cost you a nickel since we don't have pennies anymore. Have a blessed day.